Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nancy and this is my YouTube video. I don't know I'm filming like that, but I feel like people always film like that and I wanted to try it, so here you go. So today's video will be very short because this is an extension of the video that I created about maximizing your degree so you can make a little bit more money, all right? And it's not really all about making money, but there's no shame in trying to make more money, because who wants to work a lot and not make the money that you're worth? Who wants to do that? Nobody, right? And so yes, it is about making money, but also it's about doing something that you love, something that comes very easy to you so that it doesn't even feel like work, and something that you honestly enjoy and you want to wake up every morning and go to it. Because a lot of us are waking up going to jobs that we just don't like, and I don't think that, even though you should do that very temporary until you find something that you love to do, I don't think that you should do that for years and years and years, because I honestly believe in self-care and self-love, and stress is not one of those things that I condone in my life. And so if something is giving me too much stress, it's time for me to reevaluate. And not having enough money to do the things that I want to do give me stress, and I don't want that type of stress. So I'm always thinking about different ways that I can make money so that I can live the life that I want, so that I'm not living a life of lack. Okay, we want abundance. Okay, all right. So I mentioned in the last video that I was going to tell you guys about like the top emerging areas that I think that you should look at if you want to start a business. So we're going to talk about like the private practice aspect of things, and then we're going to talk more of the online business aspect of it as well. So the first one on my list is fall prevention, and I think I talked about this briefly in my other video about, a lot of the clients that I am getting right now, it's a lot of falls. And if you don't know, I think falls is like the number 6 when it comes to like fatal injuries. So it's killing a lot of our older people, right? And so we have to kind of find ways, and not only that, it's costing the government and the country a lot of money as well. So we need to find ways to prevent falls from happening in the first place. And how can we better do that than to teach people about fall prevention, like how to prevent falls from happening in the first place? Things that you can do to make your bones stronger, your muscles stronger, so that when you do fall, it's not that bad. You may not need surgery and things like that. So fall prevention classes is number 1, and within that fall prevention too is like home modification. If you can go into homes and modify their homes to make it safe so that older people can live there for a longer period of time safely, you are going to make a lot of money, because the need is definitely there. Okay. The next one on my list is telehealth. Telehealth became a thing. Telehealth, I did not know this, but apparently telehealth was a thing even way before the pandemic. But absolutely, the pandemic kind of brought it even more upfront, as far as like this is another revenue that you can create to make more money and to service your clients. So I know a friend that does telehealth, doing like yoga with kids and things like that. So if that's something that you want to do, definitely look into it and look at like the rules and regulations for your state, because every state is so different when it comes to the rules and regulations and what you can and cannot do and things like that. So just definitely make sure that telehealth is okay and that it is reimbursable. If you're taking private checks and private pay, then you probably don't have to worry about that. But when it comes to like insurance and things like that, you may want to just double check before you get into it. Okay, the next one on my list is anything in regards to like chronic health management. So, once again, a lot of my clients are coming in with the diabetes and the heart conditions and like all of these different disabilities that I feel like some of them are preventable. Like we can prevent these things from happening if we do a little bit of lifestyle changes and check the way that we eat and balance the foods that we eat, right? I'm not saying don't have a donut. I have a donut once in a while because donuts are good, but at the same time, like for me, not anymore, I had very problematic skin. So there are certain things that I cannot eat, right? I can't eat too much sugar. I can't eat dairy, I can't eat too much fried foods, and so I had to alter my diet in order to meet those things, right? So we can start looking at that. If you can become like a health educator type of person, that you can educate people about the different chronic illnesses that are out there, how to prevent them from happening, or if you do have it, how do you manage it, right? So that it doesn't get worse. So anything around like nutrition will be good, anything around like health education will also be something great to look at. And you can definitely use use like YouTube to do it, or you can use, I think it's called Udemy or something like that. You can, where it's like a service where people have to pay to watch your videos. You can do that as well, or you can even do this in person. You know, you guys, the best thing that I have learned as an entrepreneur is don't be scared to send out emails. Don't be scared to call up people. I remember when I was a student and I needed a fieldwork placement, I was sending emails to CEOs. I was, because I needed to get into that place, and I found their email and I sent them an email. Mrs., Mr., whatever, like, I'm trying to come to your building. What's up? I didn't say it like that. But the same thing you can do if you want to be a healthcare educator. Send out emails to like CEOs and people, you know, people that have built these companies, and ask them if is it okay for me to, you know, form some kind of relationship with them, right? Be a contractor for them, where you can go in once a month, or even if it's once a year, to provide education for the staff about like fall prevention, about like health education, about like chronic management and chronic illness management and things like that. So don't be scared to send out emails. Don't be scared to reach out to people, because the answer might just be yes. And if it's no, then it's not the right place for you. Keep on searching, okay? The next one on my list is dementia care. Now, dementia care is pretty obvious. Once again, a lot of the baby boomers are booming, okay? And a lot of my patients, once again, have dementia, right? If you can find a way to be like a dementia care specialist, you are going to make a lot of money. And like I already mentioned, don't just think about money. Think about where your passion is and how you can use that passion to fuel more opportunities for you to make more money. That's how it should be. So don't just go into dementia care because you're going to make money. Go to dementia care because they honestly care about people with dementia. You want to create a safer environment for them to be able to keep thriving, okay? The next one on my list is drive-in and vision rehab. I don't even have to explain that. There's a number of reasons why that is, you know, with aging, you know, vision goes, and then once your vision is going, it kind of becomes hard for you to live and see things and do things that you want to do because your vision is so limited. And there's so much that eye doctors can do. So if you can go in the home, it ties into home modification. You can modify the home, you can modify the environment, your remotes and things like that to make it safe for them to be able to keep living the life that they want to live. Ching, 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 okay? Drive-in rehab, same thing. There's a lot of people that still want to be able to drive, and not just with aging, but also with disabilities. Sometimes disabilities, you know, kind of not stop people, but make it more difficult for them to be able to drive, especially with stroke and things like that. So you can definitely think about how you can accessorize, how you can make driving more accessible, make the car more accessible, make the seats, the steering wheel more accessible, so that people with disabilities or people who are aging can still be able to drive safely, okay? All right, the next one on my list is chronic pain management. And if you follow me on Instagram, I made a video about chronic pain because that's another huge problem that I see in the setting that I work. A lot of my patients are in pain and they're looking for other pain management techniques. Not everybody wants to take medication. I, for one, don't like to take medications because of the fact that literally every medication has so many side effects. Like, you can take a medication for headache and then you're blurry and you're dizzy, and there I go falling, and now I got a hip fracture from that one medication. I'm trying to get off a headache. I'm trying to get rid of a headache. Now I got a hip fracture, right? So every medication has side effects, and so not everybody wants to be on them forever. And especially with the people that have chronic pain, they want to also incorporate something else. Even if you want to take pain medication, you also want to have something else in addition to the pain medication, so it's not just you taking pain medications and that's it, right? So even if you take your pain medication once a day compared to like 3 times a day, right? And then using things like heat and ice and other modalities, even K-tapes. K-tape is another thing that I'll talk about in another video because it has helped me. Like, I am now a K-tape believer. It has helped me so much, you guys. I was having a lot of pain on my foot, my left foot, and I used K-tape and it literally vanished. So I will definitely make another video to talk about chronic pain management and how much K-tape have helped me, okay? All right, next one on my list is lymphedema management. Once again, I made another video on lymphedema on this channel. You can check that out. I'm going to leave the link below. Lymphedema is another huge market if you are looking for another revenue, and you can do this as your own private, like take your private clients. I had a patient, she had stomach cancer, and her stomach was literally so bloated, and the only thing that was helping her take care of the swelling was lymphedema massages, and she was willing to pay cash for it. Like, she didn't even care how much money you were charging her to do it. And unfortunately, I didn't know anyone, so she had to reach out to, I think, someone online to help her do it. And so if you had those skill set, or even if you don't have the skill set and you want to learn, definitely take some courses and learn how to provide that lymphedema drainage or management, and you will make yourself cash. Okay. Yoga, I've already mentioned. Yoga, if you are a yoga instructor or Tai Chi instructor, you're going to make a lot of money. There's so much research out there about how yoga and Tai Chi help a lot of our older adults to stay strong and able to keep doing what they want to do. DME vendor is something that I'm personally looking into. There's definitely a lot of things out there that we provide as therapists when it comes to DME, you know, from sock aids to walkers to shower chairs and things like that. It's not just about having these products. I think it's about also learning how to use them safely as well. And so if you have a way to be a DME vendor, definitely do so. Recovery houses is an idea that I kind of thought about when I was talking to one of my patients. Like I mentioned in my other video, I'm always talking to my patients, and they give me so many ideas. And, you know, if we had recovery houses for people who are, you know, transitioning from the hospital, they don't want to go to the skilled nursing facilities, and they're not ready to go home yet. They want to get like an in-between where it's more relaxed. It's like a home, you know, it's more like very one-on-one. There's not a lot of patients. There might be maybe up to like 6 people at a house at a time, and you can literally give them that one-on-one attention that they need. Even if you have like 1 CNA to 6 people, it's better than like 1 CNA to like 20 people, right? And so that care and that one-on-one quality care, I think, will be a lot more prominent there than compared to like a skilled nursing rehab, right? So recovery houses is also on my personal list as a business venture that I want to go into. So if you're looking for businesses, definitely think about that as well. The next one on my list is consultant. So you can be a consultant for companies like I already mentioned previously. So consultant for realtors, consultant for like big construction companies. You can be a consultant for apartment buildings, for hotels. You can be a consultant for so many different people, for so many different things. So that's another way to do it. Now let's talk about, and then pelvic health. Pelvic health is another one that's very, very important. A lot of my patients complain about, you know, drainage and leakage and things like that. So if you can help them with that problem, you're gonna make some money. Okay, so the next one I'm gonna talk about is like more of the online services and the online ways to make money. And the first one is definitely consulting again. The one-on-one consultation is something that I've done and I'm still doing that makes me some kind of money. And, you know, you can consult on everything. It can be consultation for DMEs. It can be consultation on different educational topics like strokes or like heart diseases or diabetes, or, you know, you can consult for everything. Consultation is basically you have the expertise and you want to educate people. You want to share that expertise with other people. Pretty much that's what consultation is. And it's usually short term compared to like if you're doing like a course or a workshop or something like that, which is more like extensive. One-on-one consultations are usually short term in my experience. And then, you know, workshops, like I already mentioned, workshops, webinars, courses are also a great online businesses that you can do. And then there's also the selling of merchandise, selling shirts and cups and, you know, whatever it is that you want to sell, you can definitely sell. The t-shirt business is always booming. If you have a really powerful message that you want to bring out there and you want to convey that message through a shirt, definitely do so. Okay, and of course there's the mobile practice. If you want to have your own private practice where you're taking your own private clients, that's always an option. You can be very niche with it. So niche meaning that I'm only servicing patients with strokes, right? Or I'm only servicing children with autism. So you can always make it very narrow, or you can make it broad and say I'm servicing all adults with physical disabilities or with mental disabilities or everything, every disabilities within, you know, the adult population. So that can also be another option for you. I think that was all that I had on my list. Oh, affiliate marketing is another way to make money. So working with different companies, you know, providing like advertisement for companies and then getting compensated for it. Speaking arrangements, you can make money. I've made good money from doing speaking arrangements. How else can you make money online? Selling things online, like I already mentioned. So yes, that is all that I have for this video. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. So all the therapists out there who is trying to maximize your income and your expertise and do things more outside the box, and reach out to companies. Don't be scared to reach out. Don't be scared to put yourself out there. The more you do it, the more comfortable you become in doing so. And yeah, if this video was super helpful for you guys, or if it was super boring, definitely let me know down below as well. Like, girl, we don't care. But if you want to see more, definitely let me know as well, and I will definitely bring you guys more of this type of videos. Once again, it's your girl Nancy. This is my channel, the Love Your Tea channel, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Bye bye.